Young. Oh. How's everybody doing? Woke the Gathering. Welcome to Woke the Gathering. Black, blue spells. The fuck is modified ranked brawl? Get out of here. Alright, let's get in there. Hey, Rusty. Blue or black spells? I feel like making people really upset, so we're gonna run the snow crab bisque. I'm listening to music. That's why there's no sound besides just me talking. Rusty, do you know anything about the high school 20-year reunion? Thinking about going. I'm curious. Okay, this is the only pet I wish I ever got in this game, the Moogle. What? What sounds delicious? What did I even say? No fucking interest. What sounds delicious? What did I say that made you say that? Oh, you're done, buddy. Uh, Play that. So I could play a Mills 4. Oh, snow crab bisque. I was like, what food did I even mention? Oh yeah. The deck I'm playing. I'm gonna play that. Who wants to see me attack for 0? No blocks. Block only creatures with flying. Alright. Let's land return. They're not all in jail, dude. That's bullshit. That's not true. 50% of the high school aren't dead. That's not true. That's bullshit, dude. Uh, you know that's not true. I feel like Hulk Hogan right now. My YouTube recommended Hulk Hogan song, "Real American" by Rick Derringer. Dun, dun, na, 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 na. Hurt my pride. Hulkamania, what you gonna do, brother? This isn't a horrible song. I should have counted that. Go, whatever. Goodbye. You're not getting that. Fuck that. That was actually pretty cool. Stay true to yourself. Eat your vitamins. Say your prayer. I'm all like Hulk Hogan in my mind. Mill. A mill deck beating a spirit control deck. That's just rich. American. Oh yeah, Merfolk. That counts towards my thing. Mill. I'll get him eventually. Okay. Pass. Okay. Whatever. Land for turn. This is the slowest fucking mill. Let's set the American in the background. I do not regret this decision. This is so funny. Any of my Magic players out there in the chat? Yeah. Pass. There we go. Hey, Nishi? How's Madison? How's it going? Rusty is indeed in the chat. He really wants that creature. I'm not gonna let him have it. Yeah, now what, buddy? You gonna play another slip out the back? Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this? Okay, great. My turn. Kind of limited to what I can do right now, which is fuck all, nothing. Mill for 4. I can't get in with that. Badger home game. Did you guys go to the game? What sport? Was it? It wasn't college basketball, was it? All right, block that stupid thing. Taking 4. I'm drawing. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Play a spell. Dick. Play that. Okay, what's he got? 19? College football, Big Ten. There's a college football game going on now? Resolve. Tap 2 target creature. Oh, why'd I do that? I'm gonna take 3. That was dumb. Yep. Mill. F you. Not happening. Oh, I know what I need right now. I need Kitsunes. I'll ruin this guy's day. I need a land draw and Kitsune. That is not a Kitsune. Oh, God. I hate this game sometimes. Right. No cards. 14 cards left. 47 cards left. 4 copies of a thing. Oh, God. I'm just going to see what he does. That's fun. Why not doing some sightseeing is fun. Alright, I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. Should have been like all my blue dailies. Yeah, let's do that. You're a better man than me. I don't go anywhere. I have no water left. I gotta stop doing that to myself. Yeah. Oh, I made this stream to rant about woke Magic the Gathering, and it's just. Anybody have any thoughts on woke Magic the Gathering? Anybody? Copy. Talking woke magic. God, none of my mill. None of it. It doesn't need to be, but it is. It's the players. The player base is just insufferable. These people are just ridiculous. Bye-bye. It's not happening. I don't need that. It needs to go back to sleep. What does? A Japanese restaurant. We got the sushi from my local grocery store. That was the extent of my Japaneseness. There's a Japanese restaurant by me that does the conveyor belt sushi. Hamakura or something, whatever it's called. That's probably way off. The place is legendary from what I hear, but I haven't done that. Fuck you. Joke's on you. You're gonna blow up my land. I'm milling you anyway. Eat it, dick. Play a spell so I can counter it. What the fuck is this? A 3-mana white dragon? That's not happening. Goodbye. I had nothing, and this guy conceded. Right. That makes no sense, Rusty. How is that a leftover response to the Bush years? So apparently they rebooted Malcolm in the Middle, but it's woke now. And a bunch of the characters are woke and non-binary and a bunch of made-up bullshit. Completely unnecessary. Raising Canes? What is that? Oh. That's right. I'm playing a game. What is going on here? Alright. I'm going to turn the music off. Y'all are here for the fine sound effects of Arena, aren't you? A whack smack. Arena noise. No. Okay. I don't know what Alan Shepard is. Chicken strips. I love a good... Like my cheat junk food that I love is chicken fingers. That's a good... You know, dropped in a fryer basket, fried chicken fingers. I can eat 5 of those. I've been making my own breaded chicken strips at home, but it's just not the same. That, like, beer batter type of stuff on, like, just like any given, like, fast food restaurant. Chicken fingers or any given restaurant. Can I get anything to make this deck work? So the other 2 games, I didn't see this card at all. And now that I need it, now that I have it, I don't have anything to make it do anything. Fuck you. Finally. I'm gonna ruin this guy's day. How old is this deck? No. Oh yeah, go ahead, exile something. I don't care. I think you told me about Raising Canes prior. Did you? I think you did. Okay. A good coleslaw is hard to find. Oh, what the fuck? Fine. Fuck off. Done. Oh, you're dead, buddy. Mill. Activate that. Another land. Mill again. Next attack. Oh. See you later. And turn. I might have to hardcast that. That's 6. He did not get a cat. Wasn't that the entire purpose of that trip, though? He ain't happy. This guy's deck is from like 4 years ago. It's nice to see these old decks come back around. Yeah, I'll never get a pet. Hell no. I had a funny moment with my daughter earlier. We were going for a walk, and I listen to a lot of news podcasts like all the time. I was listening to one. And I was like, I should start just teaching her phrases about like things in the real world, like the continents, the presidents, all the U.S. presidents. I was like, all right, I'll start right now. And I was like, I'm just gonna name the most recent president. I'm like, Trump. He said, Trump. And then I said, Biden. And she just replies, no. And I'm like, no, I didn't vote for Biden. I didn't vote for Trump. The fact that she was like, no. Just said no to Biden. Like that, it gave me a good laugh. But I was like, the EU, Europe, NATO, just like terms, like real important things. Like that's how I make a kid smart. Just teach them about the world. Trump. Biden. No. Just shook her head. Oh, god damn it. Okay, fine. Alright, buddy. You gotta kill me. Deal 19 damage to me right now. This is so stupid, this deck. Look at this. I'm gonna hard cast this next turn. Okay, great. She didn't pick up on, like, said no to Biden because Biden, whatever your thoughts are on Biden. It was just, like, funny. It is like it's a current political environment-based statement to make. It's just coincidence. But, oh my god, it was funny. 4, 5, 6 pass. I need one more mana. I'm probably not going to get it. Alright, buddy. Come on. Oh, boy. Whatever. Okay. Alright, buddy. I'm taking 3. I don't care. Oh. How many cards has he got left? 12? 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Bye-bye. He can't kill me. Five. Alright, I'm gonna hit him with that. That's 4. He can't beat me, so it doesn't matter. Okay, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, maybe. I don't care about gaining life, my dude. 3, 6, 9. Okay, you're gonna gain life. You're gonna lose. That song, Mr. Electric Blue? No. I have not. Okay. Oh, this is a close one. Alright. Draw a card. Oh, thank you. Draw a card. By all means. Dumb fuck. Okay. Go to combat. Your turn. Lose. Oh, Mr. Electric Blue Benson Boone. No, I have not. Like I've heard that name, Benson Boone, around. But not... No. Oh, god damn it. Black or blue spells. I need 3 more. You're making me run this deck again? I don't want to do that. I don't want to. No. I don't want to. Too bad. Black or blue? Try that. Let's play Thriller. What do you guys think? I asked Rusty. Rusty doesn't know any details. My high school 20-year reunion is this year. I'm kind of thinking about going. According to Rusty, half of our graduating class is dead, which doesn't... no. You're a piece of shit, Arena. This is maybe a handful of people. I'm just curious how they're doing. They were good people. But you don't know what you're going to get. Alright, he's not countering anything. Narfi's taking the dump. Alright, we're not doing that. Okay. That was probably the better play, but alright. Thank you again, Narfi. Thanks for nothing. Nope, people, not 50% are dead or in jail, Rusty. That's not true. That's not true. You don't know that, Rusty. You shouldn't degrade and hate on everybody and anybody. Surveil. What are you holding up for? Are you going to counter that? Oh, daddy. I don't know what this guy's planning. I don't need this. I'll keep that. Oh man, I'm kind of out of mana. Go. Fuck you. Oh. Everything I need, I'm not. Oh, God, you're a piece of shit, game. I need this. Oh, that's fucking annoying. I hate you. What is this guy playing? -2/2. Can't be countered. No, don't agree with their choice. Bye-bye. Yes, Woke the Gathering. Magic the Gathering. A lot of the player base is just overly woke and weird. What do you think? Do you agree with me, Alice? Is Magic woke? Oh, Jesus Christ. Questing Beast. Gotta love it. Okay, cool. Get the hell out of here with that animation. And I don't have the black mana to do anything about this thing. Dealt damage. Oh, Bob's your uncle. 2 of them? Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Eat it, nerd. Yes. It is obnoxiously woke. See, somebody agrees. Who wants to look at some woke Magic Twitter after this game? Is Magic woke? Let me know. Hit the like button, guys. Tell me your favorite woke Magic encounter. Yeah, eat it. Is this you, Terminator? Pass to attackers. Why did I do that? Why can't I? What the fuck? Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. I'm gonna make you pay. Damn, what a bunch of losers in here. See ya. Alice, come on, defend. Alice, what do you got to say? Let's hear it. Defend yourself. Come on. Alice, come on. I challenge you. Say something. I want this to be a debate. Like, what makes us a bunch of losers? Magic is, on its surface, insanely woke. Oh, buddy. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, boy. I still don't have the mana to do anything about this thing. That is extremely annoying. I hate people like that that show up and be like, Somebody saw my Twitter post once and like you're just transphobic. I didn't say anything related to that. Then they came into my stream and like, you're a trans hater, and I'm like, okay. Can you tell me what you mean by that? Do you have evidence of that? Like, what makes you say that? Why do you feel that way? What makes you think I feel that way? Oh, god damn it. Island, 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 island. Oh, this is annoying. I need a black source. I gotta stay black, and I'm just not getting it done. Doot. And doot. Done. Target opponent. Target opponent. It's card a card. Pitching that. Done. Ah, nothing to choose. What is it? What the fuck is this guy running? Bonk. And bonk. See what he does. What a bunch of losers in here, and they leave. This is the equivalent of that kid who, like, who is a jerk to you in school. Then when he sees you and he's out with his parents, like out in the wild outside of school, gets in his dad's car and starts doing the to you. That's what that is. That's the kind of people that like block you on Twitter, and then screen post, like take a screenshot of your username or something, and then make a Twitter post, and be like, look at this fucking idiot, and then you're blocked, so you can't defend yourself. Alright. I don't get what this guy's doing. Oh, this is just downright evil arena. This is so fucking rigged. I pitched one swamp to the yard. I have multiple dual lands in this deck. And I can't get a single black source to do anything about this. Like, that is just fucking annoying. He's gonna beat me next turn. Gonna block one? Come on, Alice. I want you to tell me what you think. You notice I didn't say anything about, like, woke people. Like, they're just jumping to conclusions. Like, can you... They probably already left. Okay, good. Die. Mac. Okay. I have an idea what he might do. See what he does. I might be able to get this guy. Pro blue, so I can't block with either of these guys. So yeah, woke magic. People on Twitter that think they call themselves magic creators, or creators / magic creators, and they don't have anything except a Twitter account. That doesn't make them a creator. Or you're a VTuber Twitch person with less than 1,000 subs, and you think you're a creator. You're not.
My spirit blazes like the heat of the dragon.
Oh, is he gonna kill me? Oh, maybe he will. I don't know. We'll find out. 10. Alright. Yeah, I'll live. Pitch. Pitch. Submit. Get all my dudes back. Yeah, you're fucked, buddy. Hey, Megs. Before block. Past the blockers. Oh, Trample sucks balls. Oh. Okay. I live, right? Oh! Can you deal damage? Oh, you're fucked now. Just science, really? Good way of looking at it. Megs, tell us how woke D&D is. Give us some examples of how D&D went woke. The only thing for me that comes to mind is the Mexican orcs they made. Which is an absurd thing to say, but it's real. Very real. Oh man, look at that. Look at this person. Damn, what a bunch of losers in here. Like, nobody said anything about a specific group of people that fall under the woke umbrella. "11 concurrence. Let's chat it up, people. Is magic woke?" I don't want to turn this into a bashing stream, bashing people, but just like the way the art direction is going, the storyline, the creators WotC backs, there's clearly a woke agenda. Except for black people. WotC does nothing but, you know, take traditionally white depicted characters and make them black. Which I didn't care about Black Aragorn. I thought it was a nice touch. They do stuff like that, but they refuse to hire any black people. They don't have very many black guests at MagicCon or events. Oh, jeez. Slice of life anime tropes? Ew. Wonder why they allowed millions of non-citizens of the country illegally, knowing how many of them would be dangerous. That is a thing, Navadici. I like that username. They're trying to make the game for everyone. I don't think, like, these people were playing the game before, you know, Alicia, that's the trans character, before Narset, the autistic character. They were already here. And I don't think these people are really ever, no one ever thought, gee, I hope that game's like me or represents me. Look at Rada. Go look at this. Go look at the art for Rada. This character here on this card art. Rada used to be a svelte, like, built, you know, fit, thin-looking chick. And now she's built like, I don't know, Brock Lesnar, but female. It's just where we are now. So chat, something funny happened earlier. I was listening to a current events podcast, and I was like, I want to start teaching my daughter about the world and history, so I'm just going to start telling her facts and just to recite them. And I said, I named, I was like, let me just start by naming all the U.S. presidents from the most current, and I'll go down to George Washington. So I was like, Trump. She says, Trump. Then I said, Biden. And she just says, no. Just the fact that she said no to Biden, and I was like, stop and thought, scratch my head. I'm like, there's some meaning in that. It's like that expression out of the mouth of babes. No. Biden. Poor Biden. He just wants some ice cream. Let the man have his ice cream. This guy just declared himself God. We can't have that. Alright, fuck this guy. I'm not even looking what these cards do. He adds mana, she gets buffed. Anyway. Yeah, no, the illegals, the border was wide open. Even, like, libertarians and centrists and other Democrats have admitted, like, the border was seemingly open, wide open, for no reason. Other than just, fuck you. Like, that's really, that's just all we had. That's the only reason there was. Like, I don't know. That's the whole woke agenda is, like, in Magic, it's just tired. Like, we're just tired, boss. We've had enough. Guys, like, again? I think I can beat him. Okay. Can he do anything there? You got any? Okay. Like, Magic doesn't need deaf, bi, trans, gay characters. Like, it's okay if it happens, but if it's their defining trait and that's the whole reason they're there, it's just so forced. Oh, buddy. You don't have lethal. Controller creature with power 4 or greater gets bigger. Oh, that's a problem. Oof. Can he kill me? Is that a haste? 3. Oh no, I win. Okay, he's dead. Shrapnel blast, he's done. Thank you and good night. I love this deck. I only have 3 mana, and I won. I mean, maybe WotC could have... Like, MagicCon Chicago a couple years ago. I was looking at their guest lineup, and they had 1 black guest. That was like a creator or something like it. Just, that's it. Just 1. Alright. Enough with Arena. I did some winning. We had some fun. Alright. Let's, window cup. Nope. Open that. Let's go here. Let's go Scryfall. So just beg people with slash out in the zones. Yeah, Dunk. Crawler's Nest, there's most likely always going to be people. So just go there and shout, hey, can someone help me? Yeah, I'm not... I would help you, but I don't have... My characters aren't high enough level to solo those things. Even duoing, it'll be tricky. Because those bombs, they can explode and do a bunch of damage. The Skeletons are Garlic Citadel. Skeletons are Dark Knight job class. They can drain, Asper, it's weapon skill. It's a pain in the ass. Exo Rays have a lot of poison status effects. Is it Rada? Yeah, here she is. Okay. Look at her. Okay, this is what Rada used to look like. No, show me the original. Don't do this bullshit to me. Okay. This is what Rada looks like. This is what she used to be. All right. So we're going to take this Scryfall. Go here. We're going to go Rada. Go there. Look at that. And look at that. There was no reason for this. I always thought this card was really cool. It was janky and interesting. And then they turned her into a fucking chonk linebacker. It's like she'd be the only female football player on an all-male team. And even the reprints they did for her. Like, this one is just so plain. Less waist showing. Like, oh, that fake character looked... That fictional character looked too attractive. We can't have that. Then they did this. I mean, this is... I don't know why she's blue. And then down to this. I think there's even another one. Rada, Heart of Keld. Coalition Warlord. There's this one. Hey guys, look how big my arms are. Wants to see me put a Phyrexian in a headlock. And then there's this one. Yeah, like. So then there's. Who else? What's his name? Doretti? Ah, jeez. I can't think of his name. He's a goblin in a wheelchair now. Even lesbians go WTF. Yeah, it's bad. Like, okay, look at this. Here's a good one. Oh, that's cute. This is the face of a killer. Who's flaming me now? Okay. Me. Let's see. This is the weirdo who blocked me. They make piss warm takes about magic just for attention. They've got 3,860 followers. Most of them are probably bots. They don't say anything interesting. I just followed them to read their cringe shit posts of something to laugh at. Here's one of her friends whose name is Free Palestine. She's like, I went to a draft last night. And I said, unemployed, has funds for magic. Impressive. And then, what's the other one? She had a really shit take recently. Where is it? An account. This post is unavailable. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Free magic mod. Nope, I'm just pointing out what's in front of me. So here's one. Look at this. I love disabled women in MTG. I love when women get to be little critters and cast spells. So disabled women, that's a frog and that's an owl. So are they really a woman? Why is this game woke? Because they do weird things to the cards. They make the cards a certain way. They prop up a bunch of certain people of certain demographics, mostly LGBTQ plus people, refuse to hire black people, and think that's good. So this frog apparently is in the storyline. She can't quite understand her powers. It's like sensory overload, and this owl is deaf. So there's that. I make a good fit. Well, I mean, tell me what you think there, Argnac. Do you even play Magic? Yes, they've changed characters. They've done retcons, turned them. One character they just came out. Oh yeah, they're actually this character's trans, which was just I don't not accept that there's a trans character in a fictional game or a gay character. I get it, but lately it's too much. People are tired of it. Woke is a loser. Look what's happening to D&D. They're losing money because of all the shit they're doing. And yeah, or artist interpretation, yes, but it is to fill quotas. Playing Magic for 15 years, cool. So yeah, this frog and this owl. And then I asked them, do they match fix? This person on Twitter was making posts like actually out loud saying on Twitter posts that they deliberately lose games so their friends can get into tournament qualifying events. So there's that. So, special needs frog and a deaf owl, which doesn't make any sense that an owl is deaf or can't talk or what is nonverbal or whatever. Owls are some of the smartest birds around, and only Wizards of the Coast can make what's supposed to be a really supremely intelligent animal and turn it into a fucking potato. It's just like, what are we doing? What else? There's a lot. It's bad. It's real bad. Owls are not smart. Yes, they are. What else was there? Excuse me. Stop being gay. There's that. Harry Potter's coming to Magic, so y'all just got to deal with that. Look at this weirdo. So I think this person at WotC and the WotC staff, Carmen Clomperens, they're bragging about their raise. I think they're trans. I'm not really sure. Transit Mage. I can't have it. Transit Mage. Anytime I see a Transit Mage, I'll rip it into shreds. No, I'm just kidding. Hasbro's fucking over an entire state, meanwhile. They're moving out of Rhode Island and moving to Boston for their headquarters. So there's that. Transit Mage. Yeah, I know. Transit Mage. A lot of Magic players cheat. That's not news either. Well, the whole thing about, like, characters in a fictional setting, like, it's a world of magic and powers. You could do anything. You can't fix your deafness. Like, there's a character in a wheelchair in Magic now. It's like he can't fix himself to not be in a wheelchair. And he wasn't always in a wheelchair. And it goes back to the post earlier, which I appreciate Maddie asking. Artist interpretation. What the fuck is that card called? The Ready, MTG. Transit Mage is an MT. Duretti. Spelled the name wrong. Here he is. All right. Here he is here. He's got like mechanical crazy legs. See, like robot sophisticated legs. And then here he is here getting carried around, I guess, or in a crazy mechanical chair. And then here he is here as a overweight Reddit mod in a generic, like, regular looking wheelchair. There it is, the Ready. You guys know what I mean. I'll be right back. I gotta assist the wife with something. Hang out. Put stuff in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on Magic being woke and weird. Although I do want to look up Transit Mage. Is that what it's called? Huh. Well, the shoe fits on this one. They did that on purpose. I'll be right back. Enjoy the Transit Mage, everybody, while I run these ads. All right. Yeah. So here we're back. We're here. We're queer. We're talking woke magic. What are we looking at? That's my Brave page. So what do you think of Transit Mage? So I want to go back to something that I love that chat earlier. So Aragorn, they made Aragorn black for Lord of the Rings, Magic the Gathering, and I don't mind it. Everyone freaked out, got mad. It's a stupid thing to get mad at. I think it's nice. I love it. This is a great card. Great effect. I think it's a nice representation of, like, you know, Tolkien was a British author. I feel like England is more integrated in my outside in. I've never been. What I've seen on TV and the vibe I get, they seem to be more integrated. The black people in England, and they're a fabric of society. They don't seem othered, unlike in the U.S. And there's still a lot of that problem here. And I think this is fine. I shouldn't have to think that. People should have treated this just like any other card. No one ever cared about the color of a character's skin on a Magic card, and everyone got so pissed about this. And like in Lord of the Rings, the ring being destroyed or defeating Sauron wasn't contingent on the pigment of Aragorn's skin. So it goes back to earlier, that comment by Matt. Artist interpretation, is there more of this? Have they changed existing characters? So I think maybe it was a flex by WotC. Yeah, but they probably went, so Middle-earth Enterprises owns the rights to Lord of the Rings, Tolkien's family, the big corporation. Anything they did creatively, they probably had to clear with Middle-earth Enterprises. Middle-earth Enterprises was fine with it. Tolkien was actually a really worldly guy. I think he lived in Africa for a while. His parents were like diplomats or something. So to him, this wasn't, black people weren't like, oh my God, what are those things? Like, it wasn't him. He was Catholic too. So a Catholic Englishman is, And then there's Transit Mage. Transit Mage is pretty bad. Anybody else got any cards I want to look at? Any thoughts on woke magic? So Toph was blind in Airbender. Toph, this guy? Wait, what? Why is Tale of Katara and Toph? Why are they in a sauna, chick sauna? That's a chick? This is a girl? Toph is a girl? I did not know that. Okay. Oh, I guess she is. I don't know. I didn't watch this show. Whoa. Excuse me. When did Avatar come on TV? Like 2005? I didn't watch shitty fake anime. Why did I want to type in Toph? Why did it give me Prologue to Phyresis? What? The name? Oh, to Phyresis. Toph. Okay. I'd rather watch Peppa Pig while eating a giant bucket of like Costco coleslaw than watch Avatar. Avatar is just generic Chinese fantasy reworked in an anime fashion. I think Toph is a complete plagiarization of, is that a word? Of Lee from Cardcaptor Sakura. When I see this character, I thought that was Lee. Every time I see her, now I know this is a woman, a girl, I thought this is Lee from Cardcaptor Sakura. I see, okay, I guess the way they depicted the eyes, that they're blind. Okay, she's blind, whatever. Hey, Magic is just plagiarizing now, too, which is stupid. You got those Secrets of Strixhaven dwarves with the scrolls. They're just that's like a knockoff of 1010 from Naruto that uses scrolls to use their spells. Anybody else got any thoughts? I mean, My issue is just more so the player base of Magic. The people on Twitter. I know it's not. The people on Twitter isn't like. It's not the full picture of what Magic is or what it looks like or how it's played. But it's just these people in the ether are not helping any kind of. It's antithetical to the gathering, the stuff they say. What was their name? Was it gross? This fat old lady pretending she's attractive. Oh, these Marco Rubio memes are fucking funny. He's dressed like one of the Trade Federation guys. They're blocking a trade route like in episode 1. Those are funny. Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Professor's guest list. I think his guests are shit. That Jesse Robkin, Titty Pills, whatever they call themselves, he's a complete psycho. So, like a few days after the events of October 7th, 2023, when Hamas charged into Israel and committed a Nanjing massacre, cranked up to 13 on a scale of 1 to 10, he had his Twitter has their name with a little flag next to it. Like 3 days after that happened, there was like the Palestine flag, and I commented, I'm like, hey, why do you have that next to your name? Just asking. Like, I'm curious. Like, what is it about the cause that blocked instantly, and just shows their worldview? And there's other. Jesse got banned on Twitter temporarily for telling somebody to self-harm. Yeah, the people on the channel. Yeah, and Krim is a gross weirdo. Who else? Although they're freaky tattooed people. Spice 8 Rack is a disgusting Jew-hating anti-Semite. There's just. I can go on. What was that person's name? No, what the fuck is Dan Wee? Danny. His name is Danny something. There they are. Look at this freak. Going on about look at this person, a Magic, whatever. Cares about card, and they post about Magic. They, them, 23, NB and buy Black Lives Matter Pally flag. Like, I want to ask them, like, what is it about the BLM and pro-Palestine agenda that's got your attention? President Trump. Okay, what the fuck? Look at this.
Okay. We are looking at a live picture of the president. We heard the press had been gathering.
Fucking get a McDonald's delivered to his house.
He's getting a food delivery.
Savage.
Picked up an extra $11,000 that you didn't get because the tax bill was so big. The refund was the biggest you've ever had. Is that a correct statement?
It definitely was. Yeah, I saved over $11,000 by not having to claim.
Is that surprising to you?
It was very surprising.
Like,
Very surprising.
I think Trump is a corrupt scumbag, but stuff like this is touching and charming. He knows how to work it.
What we did in terms of every other aspect of the tax bill, right?
Yes, sir.
So it was $11,070.
If he mentions Sleepy Joe Biden,
And that's what it is.
I'll eat a Magic card.
It's really, we call it the great big beautiful bill. We should call it the great big beautiful tax cut bill because it's tremendous amounts of money. And that's overtime. That's also on Social Security, as you know.
Yes.
And it's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is.
And you're really nice. Would you like to do a little news conference with me with these people? These are not the nicest people. They're not nice like you. You know that, right?
He's shitting on the media. They're not nice people.
So the no tax on tips is something special, right?
It's very special.
And that's the one that really
Bro was standing there literally holding the bag. You know the expression, like left holding the bag? He doesn't care.
I think you voted for me, did you? I heard you're a great supporter. We appreciate it.
Oh, God. The creators of your favorite franchise hate you, by the way. What's my favorite franchise? Who hates me? The creators of Magic hate me? I'm not surprised.
We are looking at a live
Which franchise? I like a lot of franchises. I'm a multi-franchise man. So this is just another example of one of these weirdos. Black Lives Matter, and then, you know, pro-Palestine, but probably doesn't know a single black person. What do you mean there, Matula? They hate me? They hate me because they ain't me? Is that it? But yeah, this is another weirdo freak. They posted something stupid recently. He is, like, I don't like him. I did not vote for him all 3 times. But I appreciate who he, like, the stuff he does. That's just, like, charming on, like, a real person. All the other politicians are, like, they're just phony. They put on a human costume and act normal. Or that goes with the costume. It's like when you go to an anime convention and you act the character. That's what the normies do. That's what Obama, Clinton, and all those guys do. Trump is just, that's him. And there's people like that. Creators of my favorite franchise hate me. I need you to, you left that rattling in my head there, Matula. So yeah, this person, just a fucking weirdo. Let's see. There you go. Let's go back to Winnie. Our brain-cooked, woke, weirdo, magic shit poster that's most assuredly not a creator and thinks they are because they don't actually create anything. What else? There's a lot of cringe bullshit. Lies. Makes fun of people for having work from home jobs. Says it's not real jobs. And then goes to buys into magic events at LGS's. What else? Yeah, lots of freaks and just weirdos. These people are just whack. The downfall of Star Trek over the last decade. Which makes me wonder, which Star Trek, can someone explain what's going on with the new Star Trek? It's just a bunch of bullshit, right? Like, really, Star Trek went all woke and, like, all the characters, there's like a gay L-bi or something, Klingon or something. All the aspiring cadets are a bunch of fat lesbians or something. Like, isn't that the whole thing? Like, that's the only pictures I've seen. So, Star Trek is coming to Magic the Gathering. Which Star Trek are we getting? Are we getting, you know, what's his name? William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy? Are we getting that crap from the Star Trek Academy movies? Show, series, rather, whatever. Yeah, Star Trek for a long time was like that. Ew, those nerds. Like, they were that cringe fandom. Like, that was my recollection. There's a fat hologram? What do you mean by that? Now I gotta look this up. Is this 2 words? Star Trek? Star Trek Academy. There you go. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this. Oh, no. They look normal. I mean, he's not. Well, being gay is not abnormal. That was mean. Trend hoppers hate everything, yeah. Yeah, I would like to see all the Star Treks. I like the Chris Pine movies. They just felt really gritty and raw. That was his name, right? Chris Pine's version of Kirk. He got the shit beat out of him in like all 3 movies. He was the human punching bag. Got his ass kicked on and like nonstop. Oh, God. Look at this. All right. Look at this guy. Oh, my God. I thought Klingons were like deathly scary warriors. Now they look like contestants on Drag Race. Look at this specimen. Look at this fine specimen. I adored this show for many reasons. Brand new characters. pretty iconic. A brand new character can't be iconic. I see what they did. Karim Diane's Jaden Crag. I feel like that's a play on the like an anagram. The word they flip around the letters, you get different things. I think that's the word drag. Shares with the final few seasons of Discovery. Saga 60 years, still has new places to go and things to say. People don't want that though. People are tired of it. Woke is a loser. And it's just Deep Space Nine's considered the best sci-fi ever made. I remember hearing that was pretty good. I'll look into it. I mean, I'm out of my depth on Star Trek. I don't know a goddamn thing. Like I know the cultural lexicon stuff and the Reboot trilogy with Chris Pine. I know those. That's it. Before that, like you just know the stuff that's in the cultural lexicon, like Beam Me Up and Con. You know that. It's just like part of Americana. That's about it. Bookmarks. Did you guys see that Polygon is straight up stupid? Polygon is a news site for gaming and fandom. Really, they made a bullshit, completely incorrect headline saying a canceled Magic card has been resurrected in a new set and it's free to own. That is completely wrong. This Magic card wasn't canceled. This card on the left, this is from the Monster Hunter Secret Lair that they canceled and pulled back. It's a reprint of this. It's a reskin version of like a Monster Hunter character of this existing character in Magic called Drakuseth with Monster Hunter art. They're saying the Monster Hunter art is reprinted in this deck, which is completely incorrect. So somehow these journalists are posting articles like this that have no clue what is what. Have a good night, AMC. Thanks for hanging around. I enjoy your Clippy. I, too, am a Clippy enjoyer. Of all the Clippy. There's a Strixhaven Magic the Gathering novel. Speaking of Strixhaven and Magic the Gathering, if you're considering buying Magic the Gathering, check out my affiliate links posted in the, what's it called? Posted in the shopping tab thing on my page, wherever it is. You get Magic cards. I earn a small commission. Help me help you get the cards. If you're looking for any sealed Magic, I can search around various vendors on YouTube and pin it to my stream. You can buy it from my affiliate links. Let me know if I can help you find anything. Help you find the best deal out there. There's some really reasonably priced things out there. So there's Magic the Gathering comics, Untold Stories. Stop being gay. Why are you gay? Strixhaven. Yeah, Strixhaven. Well, it is original. It's a magic, one of the planes in the Magic multiverse. I think Strixhaven was supposed to be a Harry Potter Universes Beyond, but all the people at WotC were like, nope, we're offended. We're not allowing it. Hey, J.K. Rowling's too problematic. We're going to alienate players. No, we're not doing it. So they had to rework the entire thing. That's my theory. Because look at Strixhaven. There's 3 different schools within Strixhaven. They have a polo grounds on campus where they battle Magic battles, Quidditch. There's each school has its own, like, whatever trait you are would put you in that certain school. It's a Harry Potter knockoff. It's Harry Potter, not Harry Potter in Magic. See this Magic player get arrested?
Cannot assault a fucking person. It is not stand up and step away. I'm a fucking everybody out of this aisle. Stand up and step away. Move away. So
when this happened, people were saying that he was wearing an offensive pin and refused to take it off, argued loudly, misused pronouns, and escalated. That's not what happened. I think it was a hand shuffling, a disagreement. He got arrested because he was drunk. He was asked to leave. He did it. He didn't submit a deck list. He'd be removed the previous day of the same thing. There was a guy at a Magic event last year who he wore a MAGA hat, and I guess he got kicked out of the tournament. Actually, the name of the plane is Archivios. Oh, no. Thank you, Pure Solus. I completely forget that. So yeah, Strixhaven is a school on the plane of Arcavios. Thank you, Pure Solus. I appreciate that. Keeping me honest. Yeah. The plane of Arcavios. Strixhaven is located on Arcavios. Magic. A lot of pro players and aspiring pros in Magic are filthy cheaters. Did you guys see that Magic, the Twitter products account went all racist? It recommended Magic, and it used a banned Magic card as the as the card on display for the Twitter shopping. A racist card made by a racist, like the art is made by a racist person. You love me? Well, thank you, Pure Solus. I love all my subscribers and followers and people who join my streams. How long you been playing Magic, Pure Solus? It's Solus or Solace? Tomato, tomato, right? Yeah, you're right, Rusty. You can't just be like, oh, it's iconic. It's like, you just fucking made the thing. Like me saying my 2-year-old is iconic. To me, in my life, she's iconic, but like the rest of the planet, she's not. And that's just a reality. We made iconic characters. When did you make the thing? We made it last week, but it's iconic. Like, what a... It's delusional. Since 94. Wow, you're old school. Do you have any Evoke Prejudice? If you own this card, it doesn't make you racist or anything. You didn't know. This guy, Harold McNeil, though, he makes straight up Nazi art, like neo-Nazi stuff. He's a piece of shit, like objectively a shit human. And I don't want to say it about anybody, but if you believe in Nazism, you're pretty gone. You're not gone, not irredeemable, but it's not. I mean, this is this is so racist that makes me laugh to look at. Like, really? They're wearing Klan hoods. Like, it's called prejudice. Like, come on. It took George Floyd to fix this. Damn you, George Floyd. We lost Invoke Prejudice and Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's. How dare you? People forget about that. Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's got canceled. And the family who, like, the woman on the box, the Aunt Jemima lady on for the art, they were actually pretty upset about it. And I think Uncle Ben's too. Like, people were like, what the fuck? Like, this wasn't offensive. We weren't mad about this. Power Sync? I love this card. I had one of these as a kid. This is a good card. I didn't know it was reprinted this many times. Introductory 2-player set? What is this from? They were like, what the fuck? Bring back Uncle Ben's and Aunt Jemima's Secret Lair. Who would buy it? I would. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I'm not imagining that. Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima family upset. Sues Quaker Oats for royalties. Yeah. Anna Short Harrington's great-grandsons claim Quaker Oats, PepsiCo, Pinnacle Food refused to pay equitable fair share of royalties to their family for more than 60 years. The face of the filed class action suit who sell different forms of enterprise refused to pay an equitable fair share. Oh, maybe that's not the same thing. Yeah, her grandson. This is a Reddit post. There's no proof there, but apparently they're pretty upset about it. Like, I remember this coming up. New name rankles the family of some women who say they're being erased. Yeah. So there's that. Did they make Chandra gay? I feel like she was always gay. I remember Desolator said like they retconned Chandra to being gay. Chandra being gay works. It doesn't change anything. Like, it doesn't... I don't care. Like, I feel like for a while, I don't remember. I didn't know the lore of Chandra until probably like the Amonkhet block when they first did the Justice League, and then yeah. What about the Uncle Ben's family? Uncle Ben's Rice family. Were they upset by it? Okay, the brand's name originated from a Texas farmer known as Uncle Ben. Me? No, I'm just kidding. Was let's see. So Mars Foods owns Uncle Ben's rice. The people that make M&Ms make Uncle Ben's rice. Isn't that weird? Uncle Ben's rice family upset. Were they bothered by this? Okay. Well, some customers express over the removal of the iconic character list supported the change as a necessary step to racial acceptability. Okay, out of step with the times. I don't know. Chandra is gay with racist elf girl. Nisa's racist? I didn't know that. I did not know this power sync existed. I did not know about this one. Oh, that's pretty fun. Portal? Was this in Portal? It was in Mirage? Look at this fine specimen. I gotta use this art on a thumbnail. Look at this guy. I would invite this guy to my house. I would have this guy watch my kid. Look at this. This is a prime, peak specimen. Look at this guy. So I'll hit the like button, everybody. I could certainly use the support. What the hell is Rivals Quick Start set? You learn so much from Scryfall. So Chandra's gay, Nisa's racist. I do remember in the storyline for Zendikar Rising, what's her name? Nisa wanted to, but on Zendikar, it's a really, the elements of the plane are really wild. There's the royal. It's a constantly a living elemental surge of elementaliness on the plane that makes the plane unique. It's a living thing the plane needs. And I remember, what's her name? Nahiri wanted to control it and tame it and destroy it because it was destroying the world. And Nisa's like, no. And Nahiri's a pale white chick and Nisa's a gay elf. You'd keep him in line. Iconic. Something doesn't mean that, uniform masses and the says effing icon. Yeah. Look at this guy. Old art just tickles my gizzard. Look at this guy. I should download an art cropper and move the background. Use his stick and compel magically change my daughter's diaper so I don't have to. What's his name? Harold. Can you still search for Harold McNeil on Scryfall? What? Okay. Reg. More information. View anyway. Harold McNeil. So Harold McNeil, he did a lot of art for this game. I mean, view anyway. This is the Harold McNeil. And he did Sylvan Library. Wow. Wall of Opposition. I can't help but feel like this is a nod to the Wailing Wall in Israel. What do you guys think? Wall of Opposition? Rusty, what are you talking about? Who? Ray of Command? Soul Barrier? I did not know. I had one of these as a kid, a Soul Barrier. I guess it makes me racist. Yeah. Rusty, just be careful. Don't go into a rant. Caverns of Despair? I've never seen this card. No more than 2 creatures can attack each turn. No more than 2 creatures can block each turn. That is just obnoxious. $70. Holy moly. Look at this art, though. Wowee. COP cards, they never reprinted the COPs because they're too overpowered. Death Ward, look at this thing. I did not know they had like Pharaoh-looking things on Mirage cards. Cast a spell and only declare blockers. Target unblock, okay, becomes blocked. Draw a card, okay. Yeah. Now, what do you think of the reserve list? Should they abolish the reserve list? Well, we're talking about woke magics. Is the reserve list woke? What do we think of the reserve list? How do you feel about that? I'll tell you my thoughts after you tell me yours. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. I meant opinions, not anything else. Nobody freak out. Let's do a Scryfall random card. What do we get? Angelic Arbiter. Each opponent who casts a spell this turn can attack with creatures. Okay. Who attacked with a creature this turn can't cast spells. Hottest take on MTG being woke. It's forced and it's pissing people off and it's ruining the experience for people. You know, people sit down to play Magic competitively at a tournament, at an event. Like, there's accounts I've read of people, like, things like, they were giving me an attitude because I'm a woman and I'm trans and they beat me and I said my pronouns and they ignored it, and it's like shit like that. When I sit down to play Magic, I don't care who you are, what you identify as, where you're from. Hi, nice to meet you. Let's play. How long you been playing? I'll make small talk. I don't care. And it's just, a lot of them are just bullies, these woke people. So woke player base and influencers and big mouths on Twitter and YouTubers outside of Migs. I'm obviously not woke. And then just like what they're doing to the game with the art direction. I feel like they're just, and the game is just like, this isn't really woke, but like, there's some wokeness to it, I think. They're forcing some things. Just look at the storyline for March of the Machine. March of the Machine, when the Phyrexian invasion ended, they plagiarized the end of Avengers Endgame. When they had all the people from Wakanda that were snapped away and everywhere else come through the portals. It wasn't just people from Wakanda. People from all over the Marvelverse came in through those portals to fight Thanos again. Basically, March of the Machine, Zalfir, Teferi's home plane, all the Zalfirians, which are basically, it's a tribal, it's a very African aesthetic place in the Magic history. They took that and just copied it. Basically, all the black people came in and saved the day. Like, yeah, fine. Zalfir is a long-running Magic plane, but it just felt kind of forced, like stuff like that. It was not a awful ending. It didn't make any sense. Like Vorinclex, a badass praetor who was terrorizing, Mirrodin and then Kaldheim, just got his head randomly cut off by a Zalfiran warrior with no name. Like, it's just, like, what? How? How did you just solo a level 10 boss? The reserve list created a time when they're trying to protect the long-term value, but now they have ways to create unique cards through various foiled and blinked out specialty. A number of cards. Reserve list will probably isn't important as they run out of IP. They ran out of milk. They'll reprint everything. Hasbro's going to run MTG to the ground. They can make a super buck when the universe is beyond. If the wheels fall off, they'll have the golden parachutes. Yeah, so I'm of the mind to reprint the reserve list. See, protect long-term value. What do you mean by that, though? I don't agree with that statement because Magic isn't like, oh, I'm going to create the reserve list. So Bob, who bought this card, so that card he bought can be an investment piece for him. That's not Wizards' logic. I think they wanted to maintain collectability. They have in the back of their mind the secondary market value. They want people to feel like they have something special because I think what got people pissed was when they first did Chronicles or even Revised. They basically did reprint sets of Alpha and Beta, and the people were like, this isn't collectible. We're going to keep reprinting it. So that's a fair point. I think Brown then was like the baseball card crash, and they probably lived through that. My thoughts, though, on to reprint the reserve list, going over to MTG stocks, is the value of old cards, like original printings, are going to hold value. And like my case in point that I go to is like some really old shit cards. Like look at Iron Claw Orcs. The average price of a copy of this is $27. It's a garbage card. There's a million cards better than this by today's standards. The other printings of it are worth crap. Like 30 cents. Right? They're not 30 cents? 35 cents. This one's 35 cents. Why are these prices so high? Collector's edition, beta edition, 5th edition, 25 cents here. But the original printing is worth 26. Look at cards like Shivan Dragon. Let's look at Shivan Dragon. Well, okay. Shivan Dragon Alpha. Average price of $3,600. Shivan Dragon was downshifted to an uncommon pretty recently. You can buy a special blinged out foil version for $27. You can get an 8th edition copy for 47 cents. My point being, the original printing's still going to hold value. There's still a secondary market value for older cards, original printings. I'm thinking what Magic is heading towards. They're heading to. Are you a fan of like DC Comics? And Kirby with legs. I like your art, by the way. That is a creepy looking Kirby with long legs. Your profile picture. So what do you think of my woke takes, and what's your wokest take on Magic? And that goes to everybody here. To go back to you, Pierce Solis. Forgot where I was going there. I think where Magic is heading in terms of like a start from scratch. I think with the lore, they're heading in that direction. Because there's going to be that reality fracture set. Jace is fucking with the space-time continuum, where they're apparently an alternate reality is merging with the current reality in Magic, and it's all going to reset. They're going to do what DC did with the New 52. They're going to reset their universe, I think. You play casual. I just use proxies. Yeah, you can do that. I don't have enough time to play paper Magic, but I can understand why people use proxies. That's the thing. Why not reprint the reserve list? People are going to proxy it anyway. Like everyone, those Secrets of Strixhaven cards, like that Emeritus thing that has the Ancestral Recall built into it. Everyone freaked out. That's just a dumb gimmick by WotC. It's a 7 mana Ancestral Recall. They need to reset their lore because the lore in Magic is just complete dog shit and weird. Like there's so many plot holes, inconsistencies. While we're here though, talking about Magic, if anybody's looking to buy any Magic, check the shopping link on my channel on this stream. This stream here, down below, or is it up there? You'll see it. The shopping. Check the affiliated products associated with my stream. If you're going to buy any Magic, please consider buying it through me. If you're looking for any Magic products that aren't listed and I can help you find anything, let me know. I'll search for it and I'll add it to my thing. You buy it through me, through my affiliate link. I earn a small commission. You get cards. Everybody wins. Thing is, with all the collectibles, the audience usually ages and dies. You know, stamps, comics, baseball cards, etc. So the nature of collectibles goes to zero. Well, think about Magic, though. Like, so another card, Sengir Vampire, again, was downshifted to uncommon a few years ago. The average price of an alpha Sengir Vampire is $420. Original printing holds value. The 10th edition is 49 cents. Yeah, Jumpstart is fun. I remember the first Jumpstart. I bought a booster box of that. I traded it in, I store credit and got it. And I didn't keep the packs to play. I just cracked them to crack, looking for gems stuff to sell and flip. I was looking for the Allosaurus Rider at the time because that card was like, that was the only set it was printed and it was worth like $90 a piece. Let's look at Sarah Angel. If you're into Magic, consider subscribing. Check out my, I do a lot of Magic videos. I fall in and out of love of making Magic related videos. I make a lot of videos about Magic commentary. So please check out my backlog of videos. I made my video on the Hasbro lawsuit. I summed that up pretty well, what you need to know about that lawsuit. There's a lot of bullshit out there about that. So check out my video on the Hasbro lawsuit. If you want good information. Well, it's a well-sourced video. I believe in sourcing. I was a history major in college. I believe in things like having sources, listing your sources, things like that. So I have a pretty well-sourced video where I got all my information. So the average price of an Alpha Sarah Angel, $1,000. Again, used to be a rare, downshifted, 10th edition. You can get one for 49 cents. You can get the Magic 30th anniversary promo version. I don't know how much that is. They made anime art, Sarah Angel. I did not like the 7th edition art for any cards in 7th edition. Anybody else? Recommendations? Look at Magic Twitter again. Any wrestling fans? Shane McMahon. What happened to Shane McMahon at a wrestling at a baseball game? That's funny. Shane O'Mac. Oh, no, same here. No, I'm not against. If anybody wants to collect as an investment, you do you. Coast to coast, yeah. The like with me with Magic, I rifle shuffle my cards. Like no sleeves, like a Vegas card dealer. I take them and I just raw dog, just like shuffle that shit like it's supposed to be. I have a pretty expensive Tree Folk deck from I have a lot of the Tree Folk from Lorwyn and Morningtide. The first Lorwyn and Morningtide sets. Oh, the ones from that one. And I would just shuffle those together. What the fuck is this? What? What is the context here? Where is cognizant lucid enough to call upon the Jesus, the monsters that were caused in the nightmare got the hell out of Dodge. What? Yeah, the problem now is the TCG space, especially in the Pokemon space, has just gotten gross. Everybody thinks they're Rudy now with a slinging cardboard, getting rich nonsense. It's just getting bad out there. Like, that's just getting old. Everybody thinking they're going to be the next Rudy, and you can't. You're not going to make money off Magic unless you're constantly slinging it. Well, apparently a guy named Tom Green is 60 years old, and he is playing on a college football team. Do college athletics have age limits on them? What the fuck? I mean, anybody can go to college at any age. It's not like high school. That's pretty funny. He's the Phillip Rivers of college football. But trying a hand at the Kickstarter space and release my own card game more for the fun than the cash. Yeah, you know, pardon the weird talking. I'm tired. I had a long day. I encourage everybody to go out and live their creative truth. I know it sounds like a generic, I'll say it, woke, weird statement, but I encourage people to go out there and be creative. That's how I started my channel, that kind of logic. Did you hear about the Kickstarter scandal? That is a scandal because of Magic the Gathering? Where is it? Yeah. So there's an MMO apparently that was being crowdfunded called Ashes of Creation. he had a Kickstarter. He spent over $40,000 of Kickstarter funds on Magic the Gathering cards and private chefs. Here's a good summary. Are you on Twitter? So there's this. Yeah. It's private chefs and antiques. When does a car become classic? So are some Magic cards, like, does that make them antiques? So are Magic cards considered antiques? Yeah. Well, while we're here, just hit the like button, everybody. Subscribe. You know, do the thing. This might be a new record for the number of views I've had on a full screen stream before. So thanks, everyone. I'm the next Asmongold. I'm iconic. No, I'm kidding. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not anywhere near that. What the fuck? What? Who is this weirdo? Here's a good one. The car felt like a classic. If we do make it big, we can all say we remember when. Yes. Dude, old Camrys. I had a Toyota Camry that was like a 93 or something. That car was like indestructible. It's probably still around. I've since gotten rid of it, but I just had to replace the starter on it and fix like the locks, and that was it. I was thinking about, like, for a second car, I was like, if I ever get a second car, I'm going to get a Toyota pickup truck. I want one of those Toyota pickup trucks that the African warlords drive around, because those, you know, they don't change the oil on those cars. They don't maintain them. And those cars have been up and running by African warlords and terrorists for the past like 30 years. And they're, if you look in the pictures, they're all Toyota pickup trucks. I want one of those. They're indestructible. They clearly can't be destroyed. Yeah, they're unkillable. Was everything in the car, all the parts were like solid metal and well built. Apparently they made one of the brothers, one of the siblings in Malcolm in the Middle in the reboot is non-binary. What's the point of that? Nobody wants that. The three big car manufacturers no longer make sedans. Yeah. I miss my Hyundai. We switched from Hyundais, various Hyundai models, to what do we get? A Mazda now, and I don't like it. It annoys me. Look at this guy. Honk. The party animals. Has anybody been to a Savannah Bananas game? I heard they're awesome. What, for what purpose? Being an African warlord? Is that? No, because being a parent of a human child and like when we were getting furniture for the baby's room and for the house and everything. It would have been awesome to have, what the hell am I watching? A car with extra space. So if we ever get a second car, I told my wife, I was like, let's get a pickup truck, and I'm not kidding. I really want one. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, okay. Fire burn victim. I feel bad now. So my Magic players out there, if anybody needs sleeves, please consider checking out topcutgear.com. I'm a partner of this brand. If you go to topcutgear.com, promo code Benson10 at checkout, you can save 10% off on your purchase. Their sleeves, they come with 150 count per box. Only $12. That's better than Dragon Shield and all the other competitors out there. A wide variety of colors. Do check these sleeves out. I highly recommend if anybody needs sleeves. Your wife convinced me more than you deciding. Now, are used cars still through the roof? I thought they were still expensive. I tell you what, used cars, if China gets Taiwan, then we're really in trouble. We're going to have the same thing all over again. Yeah, topcutgear.com. Please consider checking them out. Promo code Benson10 at checkout. What do you guys think of the pre-modern thing? The Magic's having a renaissance with pre-modern, the pre-modern format. It's cards from, I think, 4th edition up to Scourge. What's expensive? The sleeves or the trucks or the cars? All the above. Yeah, sometimes buying the brand new copy of something is, oh my God. The way I learned that you're better off buying something brand new and not used is from my video game days as a kid with PlayStation 2. I needed the internet adapter on the back. I bought a used one. It didn't work. And there's a video game I wanted. Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam Journey to Jabra. I bought a used copy. It didn't work. I bought a used controller. It smelled like old cigars. A used PS2 controller smelled like old cigars. And a brand new one of each of those instances was only like a few, maybe like up to maybe $10 or $15 more. So just buy the brand new copies. Where I build 60 card theme decks, the battle head-to-head in my own environment, or Jumpstart. There you go, Pierce Saldus. I'm the same way. I have a bunch of jank 60 card decks that I make around various themes or ideas or just jank mechanics. I do I have an interesting challenge for you. Make a 60 card singleton deck, but like make it a theme deck. So I have a 60 card themed Zendikar Rising theme deck of just allies. And I have another one that's all landfall. I have another 60 card theme deck that's all like Innistrad themed. Oh yeah, I was so bummed out. Because as a kid, this back in the like early 2000s, the trip to the mall was only like a once a month. So if you got that broken copy, you're fucked. You're stuck with it. Only play Commander and paper. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, Pierce Solace. Pirates versus Ninjas. The old Pirates in Magic used to be shit. The Pirates were trash for a long time. The Ninjas were very limited. Ninja Turtles, though, that just flooded the zone with ninjas. Yeah, 60 cards. So Commander, I feel like is Magic's too much of a commander game now, which is kind of sad. It takes away from what Pusalis is talking about, of just having a fun 60 card deck. But I get the appeal of commander because you don't need 4 copies of everything. Unless you're running a Relentless Rats rat-based commander. Yeah, there's Toy Story 5 now. Apparently the bad guy in Toy Story 5 is a tablet computer, which makes sense. Toys are losing, like physical toy products are losing out because of video games, tablets, things like that. It is fucking getting warm. See this? Elevator roulette. just flip off the person coming on. It's a little kid. So bad. What? No, you're right. MTG's the golden goose, and they're going to milk it. They're going to do a Harry Potter secret lair. Or maybe even a full set. Probably a secret lair. Because Hasbro got the rights to Harry Potter toys. It's in the Hasbro Q4 results. Hasbro press statement earlier this year. And they so they got the rights to Harry Potter, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Voltron, which is interesting. So Harry Potter, the CEO of Hasbro, Chris Cox, was on a podcast or something recently, and he was asked about Harry Potter. It's problematic. It isn't, and people were saying how are you going to do this with what's going on with the Harry Potter's creator. He's like, listen, Harry Potter is a well-known, recognized brand, and we're going to work it into all of our IPs. So when Big Daddy Hasbro comes down and says, Harry Potter Magic now, and they go, no, J.K. Rowling bad and mean, anti-trans, he's going to say, all right, let me try this again. Harry Potter right now or door over there. That's what's going to happen. How many true men working at WotC? I can name like 4. Probably more than that. All their creators that they back. Listen, money. Black Snape. That's true. That poor guy's playing Snape. He's gotten death threats. That's not fair. It's wrong. Like, that doesn't make... That's just ignorance. It's just trash. Don't act like that. Listen, money. Like, it's not going to affect the game at all. I made a thumbnail on Canva, one of my prior videos. I put a lot of work into my thumbnails, as you guys will see. I made this one. I took Harry Potter and put that owl character on his arm. There is no controversy with Harry Potter. Harry Potter is not a problem. No, and they're saying she's anti-trans. I actually did it at J.K. Rowling on Twitter. Probably didn't even notice it. Where am I? I can't talk. She doesn't do anything. She just wants men out of women's spaces. That's all there is to it. So here, I was looking at getting pictures from my thumbnail to remove the background and use the elements. And Screen Rant made a comment about J.K. Rowling saying, no matter what they think about J.K. Rowling's terrible anti-trans views, I don't think she's anti-trans. She just doesn't agree with men who identify as women now going into a women's changing room. What's Beliza? What do you mean by that? Like, I think it broke the brains of so many of those people because they like Harry Potter. They love fantasy. Fandom and nerddom has a lot of niche people, interesting people. They're the introverts, people like me. I was that, very much that as a young man, middle school, elementary school, high school. It attracted the band kids, the nerds, the introverts. And a lot of people on that scene who became trans or whatever. suddenly can't reconcile. Like, but I loved that as a kid, but what do I do? Oh my God. The original Strixhaven, I have 60 cards, Silver Quill deck, Owl Girl School featuring Sharpbeak the Owl and all the Silver Quill girls and cheap instant spells. Nice. She got Seb McKinnon. Seb McKinnon was being a creep. So there was that. What's also interesting is if you look at like in the fandom space, there was a lot of the, the Me Too era. Like especially in Magic, there's they did Seb McKinnon Me Too. But a lot of the creators that Magic likes to pump up, like Jesse Robkin and people like the Professor who have on pieces of shit like Jesse Robkin and Me Too and all that. When October 7th happened with Israel, they were downplaying all the testimonies of victims of the Hamas massacre who were sexually assaulted, raped, and murdered. Like the ones that were not murdered, obviously, because you had to live to tell about it. But like, there's proof that it happened. And it was like, Me Too, believe all women, in parentheses, except Jewish women. So it's believe all women except the ones they deem racist. It's just wrong. Therese Nielsen, yeah, she didn't do anything wrong either. Forget what she even did. It's just gross and weird. Magic, there used to be, you might have seen them in the commercials on YouTube. There's that YouTube ad for Arena. There used to be that bald guy. The guy's like 4 foot tall. He looks like Post Malone. He has face tattoos and a beard and a beanie. He's playing Magic, that guy. He was an MTG ambassador for a while, and he would always repost an OnlyFans model. That OnlyFans model is his girlfriend or wife or whatever. So he's reposting his wife's OnlyFans account. Basically pushing porn in a kid's card game. That's the kind of people WotC backs up. Yeah. Everyone I grew up with a bunch of woke morons. She said something slightly right-winged one time. What did she say? I don't even recall. They told us for years that tolerance becomes a practice tolerance. Well, yeah, it's like WotC. I like what Desolator Magic says. It's like everyone at WotC is a woke weirdo. They refuse to hire black people. They don't actually know black people. And anytime they depict black people in cards, they just make the most like stereotypical cliche versions possible. It's like that. And I'm not doing this or saying this to be edgy. This is just months and years of... Lately, it came to a head with a Twitter battle I got into with Winnie. Woke Wild Strawberry or something. Big mouths on Twitter who call themselves Magic creators, but they don't have anything but a Twitter account. Those kind of people. Yeah. So it's just... I don't know. I get along with everybody. I had an opponent at a Pioneer event I went to years ago. Biological man, but had on makeup, long hair, had a female name. One of the nicest players I ever met. They even helped me with I misunderstood one of my cards. They're like, oh no, I don't think it works like that. And they played a really cool deck around that Sharknado, Shark Typhoon card. Like they were really nice. One of the best matches I ever had. They were like really friendly. Cool as can be. Like there was no pronouns. Like that. Their name was Taverny. I was like, that's a really beautiful name. That's a great name. I wish I said it to them. Like I'm not even just trying to be like I'm not like trying to pander. Like that's a genuinely beautiful name, Taverny. Like a nice name. It's just like things like that. Like and then like people just like you're anti-trans and mean, and like they don't even give you a chance to ask you like, hey, what do you mean by your post? Like they don't even try. But yeah. When they got all people on Magic, the news came out of Magic Twitter about Hasbro and Harry Potter. Everyone freaked out. And like, they're like, I'm going to quit the game. So I'm like, oh, I got to do this. So I started making Harry Potter like Strixhaven, but I put Harry Potter on it. So instead of Hedwig, it's the owl from Magic the Gathering. Stuff like that. Who's Chris Mooney? I don't know who that is. And Rudy did a video talking about Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Apparently, a bunch of people at WotC were pissed off and upset that Tifa looks too sexy. She's an unfair depiction of a woman. Tifa was created in Final Fantasy VII. Tifa was created to attract the male gamer. That's why she exists and looks the way she does. She's a fit martial artist, for one. Go look at all the MMA fighters. They're not shaped like, I don't know. What's that? Rifle. Look at all the female MMA fighters. They don't look like Transit Mage. Let's put it that way. And they got all upset that Tifa Lockhart looked like, you know, an attractive woman. That's not what a woman looks like. It's wrong. It's mean. It's a bad depiction. It's false standards of beauty. And it's like, no, this sells. They designed them, El Schnorren. Yeah. I never played Final Fantasy 14. I'm a big Final Fantasy 11 player. Elish Norn full art. Did I spell that right? Just Elish Norn? Is it March of the Machines? This? This one? I guess we'll just look at all of them. Look at her. I'll show her my Grand Cenobite, if you know what I mean. Yeah. March of the Machine, yeah, okay. I did not know this existed, where she's impaling a cowboy on her head. No, so the March of the Machine version, so Elish Norn. This one? Complete foil? Oh, Scryfall. Complete. Oh. Oh, yeah, this one. Which is all waifu and bent over. Yeah. This one? Either way, I get what you mean. Yeah, this is completely, you know, waifu. Thirsty waifu. Yeah. So, Yishtola. Oh, yeah, she's Catgirl waifu through and through. Chris Mooney, who hates women. Who's Chris Mooney? Is that someone at WotC? He hates women? Is that verified? Why does he hate women? Is he gay? That's the only thing I can think of. Elish Norn is waifu. This one is. Oh, hold on. I guess while we're talking, I do have a Discord. It's not very active, but it's a good place to keep all my regulars and people that want to follow me and, you know, talk outside of chats. I'm bad at it. I don't know how to copy my fucking link. Invite the server. Copy link. Yeah, I think the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, for me, it was a bit disappointing. I'm a big Final Fantasy 11 player. If you look at my channel, you'll see a million live streams where I play a ton of Final Fantasy 11. The Final Fantasy 11 got shit representation. I think a lot of the cards they released in the Final Fantasy set was all the Final Fantasy cards, like the marquee characters, but everyone else was basically the Final Fantasy characters the people at WotC liked and cared about. And a lot of them are too woke and brain damaged and weird to appreciate Final Fantasy 11. That's why I got the shit representation. Chris Mooney WotC. Okay. Let's look it up. Chris Mooney. Read right strip is coming off my face. Oh no. I see the little icon by his name. Oh boy. Oh boy. He has a lot of stuff to stay on. What, woke stuff? Well, he obviously is. Okay. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Hey, stand and fight. Sounds like the Hulk Hogan's theme song played in my YouTube feed earlier. Dun, 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 no, 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 no. That's what this reminds me of. Stand your ground and fight. Yeah, it's just... I've had this in my head, woke magic, for a while. I'm like, fuck it, let's make a stream about it and see what happens. Oh, I gotta get a new one, I guess. I'll just leave it. I suck at breathing. I'm very mid at magic, and I suck at breathing, so I have to wear this. Did you guys see this? This is funny. If you combine a bunch of Pokemon, somebody combined Hitmonchan and Kingler, and they got Hitler. This makes me laugh. Hitler. You're glad you did? Okay, good. Stream popped off. I didn't even know. I've never done this well on a full screen stream. So yeah, I'm Benson. I'm a Magic player, Magic enjoyer, girl dad, working professional, homeowner, real human adult with responsibilities, don't have time for bullshit. I like a lot of games. I'm kind of a Luddite. I like a lot of old games. I don't really buy new games. That's why I mostly play a shitty old MMO from 2002. I play private server Final Fantasy 11. If anybody's interested in the Final Fantasy series. Are you guys Final Fantasy fans? If nobody's ever tried Final Fantasy 11, consider checking out this, yes, woke magic. How woke? Well, it depends, epic funky mode. Do you play magic? If anybody's in a private server Final Fantasy 11, check that out. Yeah, man. He got blacklisted. I like Jeremy. I think Jeremy's he's a little too, like, chip on his shoulder. But he has gotten a lot of death threats, so I get that's why the way he is. Jeremy is very cliche, quintessential neckbeard. I've started following Jeremy's Unsleeved Media when he came back to YouTube a month or so ago. Yeah, the Quartering and Desolator magic. Desolator I've been following for a couple years now. Desolator is kind of a narcissist, but he has good takes. He doesn't have a lot of proof for the things he says, but he's pretty funny in his takes and his thumbnails and his way of his interpretation of things. I like Desolator's takes on Magic the Gathering Arena being a rigged game, because it is. Hey, I hear my Discord dinging. Hey, new people. Hey, hey. Yeah, old games. I like to play old games. I got Final Fantasy Invalid Chronicles and the Pixel Master for Christmas. I only touched them one time. I haven't touched them since. I'm just bad at this. So yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy 11 didn't get enough representation, and I was all about Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering. I was one of the first YouTubers to make a video about Magic Final Fantasy. I made a video of just like speculating what it was going to be. And it got like 4,000 views. This is like back in 2024. I was so excited for it. I was ready to buy list most of my collection to buy Final Fantasy sealed from Card Kingdom so I can open it. I'm not going to hoard it. But then I realized Final Fantasy 11 had shit representation. So I was like, I'm not doing that. I think Dez admits he's neurodivergent, autism, and other things. You can tell the way he talks and acts. His problems, the way he's interpreted, is because of the way he acts with his disability. But he has a really wonderful, quirky mind, and I like his take on things. I think he's a good guy at heart. It was super worth it. I'm thinking about maybe buy listing into one. It would be a shame not to have it. I got thought I had something behind me that was Final Fantasy. Well, my buddy has a 3D printer. So in Final Fantasy 11, one of the enemies you fight is the turtle people, the Quadav. 3D printed me the statue, which is pretty fun. 3 of them. This is the only one where the weapon didn't break. So all the other ones just have their hands. Sports card world and Magic card world. They did that. They did the baseball themed secret layer a few years ago. Oh, I got ideas. I did one already. I did a secret universes. Let's see. Projects. I'll find it. I make all my thumbnails by hand. None of that AI shit. I made this one a few weeks ago. Magic the Gathering, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I feel like Magic and Elder Scrolls is a perfect thing to happen. You can't go wrong. You can do a full UB around it. Yeah, Final Fantasy Magic, though, the price is just too damn high on it, though. I feel like I should still get a booster box of it. Star Trek, Black Spock. I liked Edge of Eternities. Edge of Eternities was such a fresh, different take of Magic the Gathering. Spaceships and space and warp and all that shit. I think they used Edge of Eternities to test out the mechanics of how a Star Trek set would work in Magic the Gathering. And I think it turned out pretty good. It was really interesting. I just love the Tezzeret art for the new Tezzeret, the concept art where he's just like standing there doing this. That just I don't know, that art just does it for me. It's just cool. Like not gay or nothing, it just does it for me. I made a channel video speculating what so I feel like Magic Hasbro got the rights to K-pop Demon Hunter toys. I feel like they're definitely gonna do that. K-pop Demon Hunters. K-pop Demon Hunters is a global sensation. It covers all the bases. K-pop Demon Hunters is a global sensation. It's insanely popular, and it's a foreign brand. It's Korean. It's that falls into the woke agenda. They'll love it. If you guys can please check out my K-pop Demon Hunters Secret Lair speculation video, I would greatly appreciate that. Because that it's stuck at fuck. What is going on here? Oh, wrong one. It's stuck at 909 views, and I want it to hit 1,000. So please consider checking that out. I made a video just speculating. Take your son to McDonald's is having the K-pop Demon Hunters Happy Meal promo. I'm a people call me racist. I had, like, no joke, I had a black uncle. My grandmother adopted a physically disabled and mentally impaired black man. I'm not saying this to be cute, but like, there's that. My goddaughter is Cuban. My wife's from China. My daughter's half Chinese. All my friends are Spanish of some variety. And I get called racist. It's a fucking joke. But what I was going at is like, I'm an Asian Chinese supremacist. I love Chinese culture, language, history, whatever you think of the government. I just love like Chinese mythology, history, language, culture, and all that. My issue with K-pop Demon Hunter is it just seems like a lot of Chinese concepts reworked with a Korean flavor. But as someone who appreciates Asian culture, I would like to see a K-pop Demon Hunters myself. And like Magic is so woke, what cracks me up is they stopped printing cards in Portuguese and Chinese. So it's like, what the fuck? Why? Like the things they do don't make any sense. So yeah, no, this is good. I only had one person come in and be like, "Oh, you're a bunch of losers," because I just said the word woke in the thumbnail title. I made this one. Mr. Potato Head flipping people off. Isn't that fun? This is one of my favorite things I ever made. Yeah, no more Portuguese cards. It sucks. I love foreign language cards. One of my favorite Magic cards that I own is well, few favorites is my buddy bought me an Italian pack of Shadows over Innistrad when that was standard back in 2016. It's one of my favorite possessions. Like those cards, I kept them all aside. I would love to get my hands on some Portal 3 Kingdoms, but that shit is expensive. I also made a channel video speculating on what the Magic the Gathering movie is going to look like. That'll be fun. Apparently, the director of the Magic the Gathering movie they're making is a former pro tourist Magic. Like, he tried playing professional Magic. You guys want to see the best custom card ever? Where is it? What did I do with it? Here it is. No. Go away. Retard and dirtbag with Gavin and what's his name? There's actually that so there's the that 2-mana instant from Time Spiral called Delay. The French version of Delay is retard. That's the French word, retard. So there's a Magic card you get that says retard in the card name. I'm surprised no one bought those out just to have them as a meme. Like, if you're at a Magic Con, someone makes a really stupid take, just hand that card to them and walk away. If you're going to Magic Con, start that trend and tell them to sub to my channel. I won't pay you for it, but I'll appreciate it. Retard? I still have retard Mark? Where is he? Where is he? I think I still have him somewhere. Retard Mark Rosewater. Mark Tard. Here he is. There's a better version. This card's on the reserve list. It's a 1 of 1. This is more valuable than the Post Malone 1 of 1 One Ring. My retard. That sounds bad to say. I forgot the stream's behind. What I'm saying doesn't hit the chat until a little bit. Oh, jeez. I gotta get it. One's bugging me. Oh, I gotta take it a leak. Who dat? That's Mark Rosewater. He's the head designer at WotC. Or for Magic. I don't know. Mark Rosewater seems like a nice guy. Like, just a real big nerd. He loves Magic. But I just make fun of him and call him names. Because weeks ago, there was that issue with TMNT cards showed up in Lorwyn pre-release kits. And all other channel creators were afraid to talk about it. Yeah, Mark is just a nerd. He's just a doofus. That's the right way to put it. Like, I don't hold anything against him. He's WotC's dumb guy. He's their fall guy. I made a Chuck Norris Commander deck box. You guys want to see this? Like the Gavin one? Dirtbag and Dirtbag. How do you like this? If you buy this Commander deck, you're going to win every game of Commander you play the rest of your life. Without even using the deck. They're going to be like, what are you playing? Chuck Norris? And your opponent's just going to leave out of fear. They just won't even try. I got to make a channel video about this. Make a deck on, what's it called? Moxfield. Like, themed on Chuck Norris. Oh, you still see Mark. My bad. Thanks, Morrow. Taking up the screen. Oops. What was I saying? I made this Chuck Norris deck box. I forgot what else I showed now. God damn it. Made a lot of fun points. I forgot what I said. So yeah, there's Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris concept art. Commander deck. Chuck Norris The Gathering. Wow, a full screen live stream. That's 315 views. I've never done this well. Concurrent viewers. Wow, wait. Yeah, I'm real into making creative stuff like this. When Chuck Norris died, of course, all the people with Democrat voting tendencies came out and shit on him after he died, saying, oh, well, what about his problematic past where he supported Republicans? They're talking about him like he was some kind of Nazi or Francisco Franco or Mussolini. Hey, Francois, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How's your magic journey treating you? They treated Chuck Norris like he was some kind of war criminal after he died with a problematic history. And it's like, the dude backed Republicans because he used to go for Democrats, but they got weird. And it's just completely stupid. So I was like, let me make a magic deck. Like, what would Chuck Norris be if he was a magic deck? I have a commander in mind, like a martial arts themed commander. He'll be Boris? You mean Bolus? Or do you mean Scott Boras, the sports agent in baseball? So yeah, lots of stuff happening here. How's everybody doing? Francois, is Magic woke? Does Magic have a woke problem? Now I have Hulk Hogan's theme song still stuck in my head. Doesn't align with your show often anymore. Okay. Boros. Oh, yeah. Oh, Boros. Okay. I have him as like a, the commander I'm thinking is Shu Yun, the Silent Tempest. He can just rip someone's face off in a game of Commander. Where is it? Moxfield? More so pathetic pandering, yeah. I'm going for USA colors. That's kind of the idea. Artists? Oh, what? Fuck that. Is anybody going to MagicCon? So I made a deck around Saitama from One Punch Man. That was the theme. I think I'm just going to use this deck, but tweak it a little bit. Basically, Shu Yun, the Silent Tempest. 3 mana. He's basically red, white, and blue. Commander identity. He's got prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay red or white, Boros. Target creature gains double strike. He can give himself double strike and turn other dudes double strikers. Just target him with a shitload of cheap 1-drops. You can end somebody in a turn. All these spells, and he's got prowess. There's better cards that have come out since I made this deck. I thought about Captain America. I cut out a picture of the Bobby the Brain Heenan pointing to his head and pasted on a brainstorm. That's awesome. The other night at one of my streams, I was doing Macho Man impressions. Oh yeah, Shu Yun player, did he beat everybody's ass in 3 turns? Because that can happen. Yeah, I was doing Macho Man impressions the other night. One of my regulars who, my shout out LT Canes, he throws a lot of super chats my way, so I was talking like Macho Man for him. Leave a super chat, I'll cut a Macho Man promo for you. I mean that. But yeah, I don't know why I had Macho Man in my head and I was talking like Randy Savage, doing the fingers, yeah. We made a commander deck. He got Shrek'd. Chuck Norris proxy. I forget what the actual Captain America does. Let's go to Scryfall. I don't remember what Captain America does. Oh. Well, there's the mono white Captain America from the Marvel base set, the actual Marvel. And another hero you control enters vigilance counter on it. Yeah. There was actually a I was watching an old I've been real into I fell into a I was a wrestling fan as a kid, the Attitude Era, WWE, the Marvel crap. Yeah, I like some of the Spider-Man cards, but they're not great. I like the Morbius card just for the memes. What was I gonna say? There was a Magic the Gathering promo during a WWF event back in the day. I thought that was pretty funny. Excuse me, I'm falling apart. I should go to bed soon. I was up way too late last night. Mm. Excuse me. I wonder, wasn't Hitler canon in Captain America? I mean, is Hitler going to get his own magic card? They did Leonardo da Vinci. Why can't they do Hitler? I remember when it sat like the problem with Magic, why I fell out of making Magic content. There's too much stuff happening so fast, and like Assassin's Creed was so weird that set, but it feels so normal now compared to all the other crap we got after it. WWE Universes Beyond. I would love to have an Undertaker themed card, mono black stuff with the graveyard. Last Ride, rest in peace. Like all the DX suck it. Like The Rock as a people's elbow. Randy Savage. Hulk. They won't do Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan's racist. Like there's no way around that. But they definitely won't do that. Austrian painter. Yes, a secret layer where the lands are Hitler's postcard art. It wouldn't surprise me because the people at WotC are a lot of them are raging anti-Semites who hate Israel. And so it wouldn't surprise me if they do something like that. Like they're okay with fascism and murder and horrible things as long as it's a point of view they agree with. Is that a Bob Ross secret layer, Adolf Hitler secret layer? Did you guys see that Adolf Hitler came back to life? Adolf Hitler is the president of an African country. Did you see that? Where is he? I made a thumbnail about it. Yes, I made a thumbnail of Hitler. But not that Hitler. Where is he? Where is it? Where'd I put my Hitler? Where'd my Hitler go? This sounds totally out of context and weird. I promise. This is going to make sense. Bear with me. I will explain Hitler. Where the fuck did I put it? If I was Hitler, where would I be? I'm not helping myself. This is getting worse and worse the more I talk. God damn it. Oh, crap. Hitler. Here it is. Did you guys see this? Oh, this is too fucking funny. This is like never-ending laughs. Argentina. That's true. He is all the Nazis went to Argentina. You guys, this really happened. This is a real guy. Like within the past few months, this is a real thing. Adolf Hitler won an election in Africa. I was laughing at this for days on my live streams. Like, holy crap. What's going to happen when he does a state visit to Israel? All you're going to see in a headline is Hitler visits Israel. No, this happened. This is real. This is real. So the reason for this is, bro, what the fuck? Exactly. The reason for this, the reason for Hitler, this African country he's from, I believe, was colonized by Germany or had a large German presence or something. German territory on Africa, colonized. Horrible. And his father, this guy's father, liked Adolf Hitler. Like, I don't know, because of his political leanings. Maybe his father remembers Hitler before he, what turned out what a monster he was, and named him after him. They asked him about changing his name, and he's like, no, not doing it. A lot of Africans are not like actual like people from Africa. They're no nonsense, like pretty cool people. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. Why are you gay? He's like one of those guys. It's just like, the more you stare at this, you're just like, what am I looking at? And well, you may imagine hit Nazis in South America. Not quite Nazi, but pretty bad. There's a South American country, a town in a South American country has like a big party every year where they dress like U.S. Confederate soldiers, and they like dress up like that and like have a festival. And people were like, what? Why? And they're from like all these people from that country. And it turns out a lot of the Confederacy people went and moved to that country after they lost the Civil War, the ones that could leave. So, the racism's there. Interpret what you will. I don't have a source for these statements because I read these things 100 years ago, and it just burned into my mind. It was so ridiculous. So yeah, next time Watsy's woke, just remember this image. Black Hitler won an election. Oh God. Yeah, I just enjoy making thumbnails and live streams. Showing my thumbnails on live streams. I made this one, Secrets of Strixhaven, with Harry Potter in the background. I made a channel video a while ago about how JD Vance plays Magic. And that's all the video was. That's all the thumbnail is. And everyone lost their shit. Here it is. How do I share this? God damn it. Where is it? JD Vance, JD Vance, JD Vance. Here it is. Yeah, JD Vance played Magic. Allegedly, he still does. And people lost their shit over it on Twitter. People were like, oh, another L for Magic. JD Vance plays Magic. Of course he does. And it was just so pathetic. And people got so mad in the comments. Like, he's not a real veteran. He was only in the journalism thing and the Marines. Like, to get a job in the military, you still have to go to basic training and give up your time and sacrifice your time away from your family and everything. Like, he's still a Marine. And to take that away from him is just completely unfair. Yeah, MTG, Adolf of Wakanda hero to appear in Marvel set. That would be hilarious. They're mad that he plays Magic because, like, how dare someone with the evil Trump regime affiliate with my card game that's so woke and so pure. That's what they got mad about. It made them so upset. Rubio next president. Little Marco, that's what we're going to call him. Little Marco. I kind of want JD Vance just to put a thumb in the eye of all the wokesters out there. The fact that a Magic player who's Republican is in the White House. But the way things are trending, you can't vote for, I didn't vote for Trump. The way things are trending with this administration, you can't in good conscience vote for JD. I don't know what side everybody's on politically. And what's going on now is just irresponsible. Exactly. It's a game called Magic the Gathering, and everyone gets all pissy and shitty about it. Like, there's plenty of people I think are pieces of crap that I don't like or get along with, that they play Magic and it's just like, all right, whatever. They like the same thing as me. I don't hate them for it. It's not right to, like, I don't, I don't like who they are. I just don't like them as a person, but I'm not like angry about the game or think it's ruined because they play it. Yeah, the Iran stuff is a complete disaster. This is completely uncalled for. Right? The Iranian regime is a complete bunch of pieces of shit. They had this coming for a long time, but the way it's being handled is so mismanaged and ham-fisted. Can't have a president till we march 1,000 politicians off the plank. I'm not against that. And you mentioned there, Pierce Solis, people from all walks of life. Have you heard of the VML, the Venus Mercury League? Oh yeah, I know a lot of, yeah. I'm cool with a lot of Canadian Magic players and actual creators, and they're the things I've heard about Canada, it's getting pretty nutty up there. But yeah, the VML was a thing called the Venus Mercury League. It's like a exclusive Magic club where only LGBTQ plus trans marginalized people could be in it, to the point where they didn't even allow biological women in anymore. In the VML, they were getting prize support from WotC. Day one of the Trump administration, his inauguration, WotC announced they were canceling their partnership with the VML because they were afraid of getting hammered for DEI initiatives. That's how much WotC really cares. They're afraid. Instead of actually standing for something and keeping it, no, they got rid of it. But the VML was a segregated play space where only trans LGBTQ plus people can play in. Well, with Iran, if we're going to go to war with Iran, we should be smarter about it. I don't know why we're not targeting their missile sites and their whatever they're using to shoot their guns and missiles at us. Blow those things up. I don't know why we're not doing that. There's black MTG groups. I mean, do they let white people in? Like, it's just gross to say, let them in. Like, the game called The Gathering, and everybody's. Would I like to go to the VML? They won't let me in the VML because I don't fit their pronouns stuff. We are targeting? I don't know. They still have an awful lot of missiles they're shooting at Qatar, the UAE, and Israel. They seem to have endless munitions capacity. They're mobile and hide in caves. Blow up the caves. When we were looking for bin Laden after 9/11, we were dropping all those cave and bunker buster missiles and things. Do that. All black MTG groups. Yeah, that's not good, Vorniferous. You see them around and be like, hey, would you consider playing with non-black people? I mean, there's a game called The Gathering. We're doing a lot of segregating. Would I like to go to the VML if they let me in? Sure, but they won't. So I'll hit the like button, everybody. But yeah, Francois, and again, I don't know the full scope of what, but from what I'm hearing on the media, they're still shooting shit at Israel. They even hit a missile. They even didn't they shoot a missile at a something in the UK, like an island in the UK. Wasn't that a thing recently? And Iran does get stuff directly from China, so there is that. So I sick meta, whatever your username is, like you're clowning me. Yeah, the VML. I made a channel video about that, and people were in the comments like openly threatening me. That was fun. And WotC also has this thing called the New Horizons Grant Program. Did you guys hear about that? Let's see. New Perspectives Grant Program. Here you go. Basically, a panel of WotC people decide your woke bona fides. Yeah, Diego Garcia Island? Maybe that's probably wrong. I don't know. Oh, the base is in the Indian Ocean? See, I thought it was part of like the UK's island chain. So there's this thing, the New Perspectives. I actually applied to this. They didn't let me in. Surprise, surprise. But basically, applications marginalized based on race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, disability, or veteran. They prefer those people. I doubt they're targeting veterans. They're not looking for that. They want LGBTQ plus people. And basically a panel, the WotC Politburo is deciding your bona fides if you're pure enough to get in based on their standards, and it's bullcrap. I'm not angry about them excluding me. I never tried to get in, but for a game called The Gathering, it's counterintuitive to have an exclusionary, segregated play space. Yeah, these people who get free shit from WotC. I'm a creator. I've been making Magic content pretty much every day since like 2023. I get nothing. Yeah, I made the video about the New Horizons grant thing, like poking holes at it. I'm like, who are they to decide? Like, there's no way they're gonna. It's like, I saw the list of creators that got in from that program. There's no veterans there. Yeah, this veteran. Yeah, you didn't get it, and it's just completely like made up crap. People are like, oh, and then the comments to that video, they're like, I better not ever see you at the LGS. I'm like, why? What are you going to do? Beat me up? Like, it's just ridiculous. People just get mean. Interacting with your stream. And as soon as the stream is done, we'll F5 and leave a comment. What does F5 do? Does F5 actually do something to a YouTube video? Is F5 the like button? Or is F5 the like the Brock Lesnar wrestling move? I'm a moron. I don't know very much about these things. You can't even have one negative comment. Only shills need to get in. You need to throw a cement milkshake at me. Oh, it refreshes the page. Okay. The F5 is refresh. I should know that. Yeah, I made the video about the VML ending. Everyone got all shitty about that. The one about JD Vance, everyone got shitty there. And the New Horizons grant, everyone got all shitty there. Somebody went in the comments and was like, oh, what, you got a problem with black people being in? And I'm like, look left, look right. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. And you know they don't have black people in mind. That's just disingenuous to say that. To insinuate and assume that I'm saying I'm mad that WotC has a thing to get in people of color of any various whatever pigment. That's not who they're targeting. That's not what they want. Like, it's just so pathetic. You know, for a game called The Gathering, and they're not very gathering. They're not very welcoming to gather. Like, when I sit down and play Magic, I don't care what your orientation is. I care that you're at least polite, treat me with respect, and don't be a dick, and we'll be fine. No problem. Easy peasy. That's all I care about. I don't need a spiel of your genders. I don't need a land acknowledgement. I don't need that. You guys know what land acknowledgements are, right? They do those in Australia and probably Canada. And it's like more woke stuff. They did the word tribal, the tribal cards in Magic from the first Lorwyn, tribal instants, tribal sorceries. They became kindred because they paid Sweet Baby Ink to tell them they're racist. And tribes are upset. That's a very mean word against tribal people. But meanwhile, what has WotC done to help out people on Indian reservations that are tribal and call themselves tribal police? Like there's police on Indian reservations that their trucks say tribal police. It's just so stupid. It's a deliberate self-censorship and policing of language that nobody asked for. I met a lot of Jews who calls themselves part of the tribe. People that are, indigenous communities, they call themselves in a tribe. They got rid of shaman. The shaman creature type, they're not going to do shamans anymore because they consider it insensitive. Like, it's complete nonsense. Your mom's, hey, it sounds like a your mom joke. I'm just reading what you're saying. My mom's a land apologist. She dates a native guy. Ask your mom and the native guy what they think of Adolf Hitler. Not 1945 Hitler. I mean, like, current timeline, new Hitler. Ask them their thoughts on new Hitler and let me know. Next time I'm live, tell you to tell me what they say. I've had an idea in my head. I want to look up and see if there's any LGSs that are on tribal land and owned by indigenous people. I want to call them and ask them, like, hi, you're an LGS? Yeah. How do you feel about them taking the word tribal off of Magic cards? Like, does that bother you? Were you bothered? What do you think? They're probably going to say, that's performative bullshit. We don't care. Native Americans face real problems. And that's not going to help them. They'll probably say some dumb boomer shit. Like, Mom, some YouTuber wanted me to ask you what you think of Hitler in Africa. They're going to be like, what are you talking about? You need therapy. That's not a thing. And I'm like, oh, no. It's real. Why am I like what there, Fanver Leon? I'm complaining about everything. Lefty troll. I don't want to just get on people like that. Can you, Fan Verilion? So Fan, I can't pronounce the rest of your name, so I'm just gonna call you Fan. I'm not complaining. I just feel like Magic's gotten overly woke in the fandom space overall. People are sick of it. There's a lot of hypocrisy. And like a lot of things that are hidden fandom, like putting black characters, gay characters, trans. These groups, they've always got, I know they've gotten a hard time and mistreated and treated like shit and are marginalized. It's not fair and it's not right. But you don't have to shove it in all our faces and transform everything into that our identity to appease what is a small minority. Fenver on most platforms. Okay, Fanver. I think I don't think a trans character being in Magic, like Alicia, who smiles at death, that's a trans character. I don't think that blows up the world building of Magic or was a horrible ad. But it seemed kind of retconned and forced. And they keep doing that. And woke is a loser. D&D is hemorrhaging and losing right now because they keep injecting this crap into it. And you got the Star Trek Starfleet Academy with the RuPaul drag race Klingons. People are just tired of it. I don't rule out a gay character or a trans character in Magic's multiverse. Fine. Whatever. Yeah, removing tribal. Stuff like that. It's like you're going to include one group, trans, LGBTQ+, include them in the game via card art. But you're going to get rid of tribal? I don't think it's a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. But it's to a point where it's all they're trying to do now. it matters because it's an apparent add to the game just to get more people to play it because, hey, we're adding the things you care about. Come play it. Yeah. What, hey, the boss is saying, that's my issue. It's they have magic to do literally anything. And there's still a guy in a wheelchair and an owl who can't talk, and like that's, I know it would be world breaking. It's like when you watch a movie, a horror movie. It's like, why don't they just turn around and shoot Jason with a shotgun? Because the movie would be over and it'd be ruined. Like if magic, I can't just expect like, oh, that character's in a wheelchair. Snap my fingers, use my magic spell, and they're not anymore. That would just be it'd be boring. Send me a thing on Discord, okay? I get it. But it's to the point though where it's just completely forced. There you go, Roman Reigns, tribal chief. They won't put that on a card. What is WEVW? Adding some representation because it makes some people feel seen. If it gets more people into the hobby, it's not really an issue. That's fair, Fanvi. I mean, you know, it's just excessive. That's all they're trying to do now. It feels like every card is that. Not just that, but the quality of the product. They're overprinting cards. And I know that I'm not trying to distract from the point, but like the quality of the game is just going down. I feel like they're putting other priorities in representation, however it may be, and they're letting things like physical card quality, number of products, the game itself, like the gameplay. Standard is a broken mess. The mechanics are totally fucked. But like, is anybody here non-Caucasian? Yeah, why do you continually need to be seen? That's my question. Like, I've met real trans people who are just like, something they struggle with their whole life. And they've even admitted, like, no, this is being trans is, it's a unwell condition. They're like, I struggle with this. I don't need to be spotlighted in everybody's face. Like, some people, I don't see how that is connected to whiteness. It's not connected to whiteness. Standard is 5 years. Because fails to meet bear tribal. And always a ramp hand. I feel like their priorities are towards representation and it's affecting they're putting more effort into representation. Representations here, quality of the product, quality being physical quality and storyline quality and gameplay standard mechanics quality are going down. I thought it was 5 years. No, Foundations is 5 years only. Okay, 3 years. It's too long, 3 years rotation. I know woke can be a very broad, blunt instrument term, but it's just too much. You can tell the people with their creators, the people they give stuff to and prop up in commercials and, they're all pronouns in bio people. Like, people didn't need that. Just like, So, true sir, sleepy, what do you identify as? I hate asking that, but I mean, like for me, I know it's not a great example. I'm not like, oh, awesome. This set is so awesome because they made all the white Caucasian characters. Like I don't care. Like, there were people in Watsy upset that Tifa Lockhart in the Final Fantasy set was too attractive. It's not a matter of harmful, Fanvi. It's a matter of it's unnecessary. Pronouns are a creature type. So, True Sir Sleepy, how'd you feel about all the Spanish themed cards from the Ixalan set? And then there's the they made that Spanish language secret layer last year and it didn't sell. So all these people that are all about this social justice, equality, nobody went out and bought that secret layer. I was pronouns and biodecency. We never needed that. Where am I at? Oh boy. Oh, hit the like button, everybody. Oh my god, that's me. They made that Spanish language secret layer. What web page am I looking at? Food token. Oh. Spanish language MTG secret layer. It was the National Association Arts and Cultures. And I remember this wasn't, I think this was even on sale on the secret layer website. It didn't sell out. That Conkla was racist? The what now? Mm-hmm. Congratulations, you have an imagination. Oh, the Bearscape, the Pride secret layer. Conclave or Concla? What's Concla? And if they want to get correct with this secret layer, these names are all in Spanish, right? So these cultures, Mexico on down, before Spain invaded and colonized the place, they weren't speaking Spanish. They were speaking whatever indigenous tongue native to the area. So they could have done that research and had the cards in that language. Oh. Chancla. Oh, I feel like I've heard that word. Oh, this guy. Chancla Relampago. That was probably really bad. I can do Chinese and Italian. That's my, like, I can do a lot of that. Comida. Tesoro. Anillo solar. Solar? Is the L pronounced in solar? I don't know. I'm not going to try. But, like, they weren't speaking Spanish before they were colonized. So why are they putting in the language of the colonized and oppressed, huh? So dumb when people act like Mexicans are native. Doesn't mean it harms the quality of the game. I feel like a false correlation say wokeness is causing harm to quality. I do feel like it affects their list of priorities, though. They're worried about inclusion on the list of priorities. First and foremost should be the quality of the product. Then you worry about the Mr. Nice Guy things about how people feel. Because the game can be as inclusive as you want. If the cards are physically shit, I've seen people open packs where they got half a card in a pack. The card was cut on the printer, like actually in half. So, I mean, stuff like this that... I'm not saying because all the woke people didn't go out and buy this doesn't mean it was, it doesn't make them unwoke, but like I didn't see anybody making waves about this, and it's just, I don't know. People are just tired. Like, they're just tired of all the bullshit. Favorite woke card? Because again, Tommy, it's a list of priorities. They're more worried about, my interpretation, I'm playing Magic a long time. They're more worried about and design and art and things like that than the quality of the product. Put more effort into the nicety get stuff, sensitivity, than the physical storyline and gameplay part, you're going to have a problem. I'll just say, like, I feel like Tarkir Dragonstorm was completely... Everyone loved the set and the lore. The lore was garbage. If you look at the lore from the outside in, it's about an invasive religion coming and displacing the native religion on Tarkir. Elspeth is an angelic deity, basically. Came in and displaced and destroyed the dragons, which Sarkhan worshipped. Sarkhan was a character who struggled internally and finally found peace when he became Sarkhan Unbroken or whatever. And then Elspeth came along. Elspeth and Arseth came along and fucked it all up for him. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. No, I'm not saying it's more. I'm not saying, niceties, sensitivity, woke. Let's just call it woke. I don't mean that as a derogatory. I just mean that as a fact of life. There's woke elements of this game and D&D. But yeah, no, the broken crap is more harmful than representation. No, definitely. I agree with you that on there. I'm not saying it takes away from production effort, but it's something else they have to consider in the chain of creating the product. And thank you for having a dialogue, everyone. I mean, I'm amiable. I'll change my mind. The feathers got boiled off. What's going on now? All right. You got gross chicken wings? Something you're eating? Who's talking? I heard somebody talking outside. All right, I'm going to go to bed now. My wife's going to shoot me because I'm up too late. Anybody have any closing remarks? Chicken and wing related emergency. I don't like bone-in chicken wings. I like chicken fingers. I'm lazy. I hate bone. I do not like bone-in food. Sam, I am. Yeah. It's not a big of a deal, but since they are a lot of characters and the fans are on the page, it's annoying in general. We love you. Thanks, everyone. I love you all, too. You're very nice people. All of you, even those that disagreed with, all of you that even disagreed with my takes, feel free to come back. I'll have more of this discussion. Oh, I will. I'll probably do another one tomorrow because this. I was just trying something different tonight. I played Arena. I do my Arena dailies and stream, and then this is a good dialogue, I think. Like I'll say, it's a different IP entirely, a different medium, but Asmongold did a rant a bit about the World of Warcraft Pride event. Like what he said was pretty fair. Like he wasn't like on a homo. Everything he said wasn't like homophobic or anti-LGBTQ plus. Is basically like people are just tired of it. We don't need this in everything. Now, I even made a channel video talking about the like the Magic Pride event a couple years ago. They did that shitty print where all you get was that picture of Chandra. But the years prior, they did an actual card. I mean, even made a video criticizing that. I'm like, that's just dumb. No, I don't think anybody's insulting anybody. Let's take it easy, guys. All right, for real, though, I'm going to end it here, everybody. They've called us cringe for having different opinions like 5 times. Fantasy always had inclusivity. That's fair. I mean, look at Magic's history. I mean, totally fair. No, that's fine, Fanvi. I get what you're saying. All right, everyone. I'm going to end it for real, though. Played one before Cataclysm. I just hung out in the as an orc warlock named Squidface, squishing barons, chatting about Vin Diesel and Chuck Norris. That's quite a combination, Vin Diesel and Chuck Norris. All right, for real, though. I'm going to end it here, everybody. Hit the subscribe button. Come back next time. It was inclusive. They would not donate to just the Trevor Project. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The last thing I'll say, the Trevor Project. I don't see WotC having any open initiatives for veterans, homeless people here that deal with real struggles. I mean, yeah. Okay, I got to stop now. Everyone, thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate it. Come back next time. Like, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, channel memberships, all that fun stuff. All right, everyone. Have a good night. This is awesome. I have not done this well on a full screen stream. I do a lot of streaming to the vertical feed. The full screen stream, this is the first time I've ever had this many views. So thank you, everyone. For real, have a good night, everyone. Bye. I got to work on an outro. See you, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate it.